from one issue to another issue that's affecting provinces. Well, the national government has handed powers back to the Limpopo province after placing it under administration more than 3 years ago due to financial mismanagement and a high level of maladministration. To talk more about this and also about the latest on the violent protests in the township of Malamulele, we're joined from our Polokwane studio by Stan Mathabatha, who of course is the Premier of the Limpopo province. Premier, thank you very much for joining us. It's good to have you on the program.
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers.
Now, Premier, the township of Malamulele, let's start there, in your province, in Limpopo, has been experiencing 4 weeks of violent protests with what we're seeing now, 2 schools being burnt down yesterday alone. What is your office doing to intervene in this crisis?
I must say that is a very sad state of affairs. But our office, the Premier's office and the provincial government, we are hard at work together with the law enforcement officers, the police, South African Police Services. We've got a team that is working together to see to it that we try to bring calm, peace, law and order in that area.
What are you doing, though? Well, you say that you're sort of working and focusing on it. What is the action that you're taking?
Yes, there are a number.
Yeah, tell us through those.
There are a number of things that we are doing. One, obviously, is at the political level. We are talking to our people down there, trying to talk to them so that they can assist us in terms of nipping all or perhaps sketching all these perpetrators of violence and whatever wrong things that are happening in that area. We are also talking to structures in that area. Your barutis, that is the priests. We are also talking to the business people in that area. And not only that, we are also using, we've got a task team from the side of the political party that I personally belongs to, the African National Congress, that is stationed in that area currently, and trying to work out some mechanisms to get those people understand that it's not all gloom and whatever. People will still get a future if it is a question of delivery of services. The provincial government is geared towards assisting them in getting all those things that they are claiming that they are not getting.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, because obviously the community has its grievances, and it's accusing the Tulumela municipality of a lack of service delivery. Hence, they're demanding their own municipality, which we discussed with the demarcation board. What's your view on this, the lack of service that's being given to some areas in your province?
Like I said, we have deployed a team down there to go and verify all those claims. But remember, the demarcation board itself did conduct a research and a study in as far as that is concerned. And they came to a conclusion that, in fact, the Tulumela municipality is spending more money on services at Malamulele, at the Malamulele area, than the Toando area.
Now, most affected by the protests are school children. We've seen that 2 schools have been burnt down. They're obviously missing schools, and the day before, another school with 6 administration officers were also burnt down. What plans does the province have to support the learners and to try and bring normality back to the lives of those people living there?
In fact, the provincial government can only win in that area, Lian, if it works with the parents. If the parents can take it upon themselves that there is no room in life to which can, should I say, justify the delay of the development of children. because somebody wants a municipality or somebody wants a clinic or somebody wants a road, you know. That cannot be permissible. Are you still with me, Lian?
I am indeed, Premier. I can hear you.
Yes, yes. So as the provincial government, we are appealing to those people who are doing all these things that please stop delaying the future of your own children. But those who are banning schools thinking that the provincial government will come back and rebuild those schools as a matter of agency, sort of jumping the queue that is already of the backlog that is already there, they must know that the provincial government is not going to do that.
Yeah.
If you ban a school, you must know that you are going to live with that school for a very long time before the provincial government can repay it. Because there are some competing challenges which are also as needy and that the provincial government is preparing to deal with, rather than being delayed by people who are nefarious people who are actually doing things that which are unscrupulous.
Yeah. All right, Premier, let's talk about another issue now, because we've tried to discuss the Malamulele issue quite extensively with everybody involved. But let's talk about another issue that's come about, is that the government has handed back powers to different provincial departments that were put under administration. How has this intervention assisted you in getting a clean bill of financial health?
Leanne, we are... Currently, I would say the provincial government is now very stable financially because of this intervention. I think we must be very thankful to the President and the Cabinet, the South African Cabinet, for having done that in 2011. Financially, we are very stable. And in terms of operational efficiency of the provincial government, we have managed to set up systems that are going to assist us in terms of ensuring that we don't go back to the situation that we were in 2011. So we don't think currently we'll have a problem if the intervention team leaves.
Yeah. What are some of the conditions of the withdrawal of the administrators?
Some of the conditions, one, obviously, financial and operational efficiency of the provincial government. That is non-negotiable. Two, we must appoint relevant skills in right positions. That also is not negotiable. And some of the things are the issues like operational issues, like, for example, the seat, not necessarily the seat, the offices that we are renting. We must always ensure that the lease agreement and even the service providers that we are hiring, we must ensure that there are service level agreements which are thoroughly scrutinized in such a way that government is not taken for a ride.
All right, Premier, we'll have to leave it there for this morning, but thank you very much for your time. Thanks so much for talking to us about two issues that the province certainly has come under the spotlight. The first one, that's happening in Malamulele, and also that the national government has handed powers back to the Limpopo province after it had been under administration for 3 years. That, of course, was the Premier of the Limpopo Province, Stan Mathabatha.